Day 5. So last night I had a really bad heaving and gagging fit. And for some reason, I have no idea why, but I thought chugging a full cup of water would either help, I don't know, I guess like balance things or get whatever was in my system out. And it didn't do a damn thing. I mean, I threw up all the water pretty quickly, but then after that, after that it was just, what I'm assuming is stomach acid, because it was just yellow. And then after that, it was just back to heaving. And that lasted, I was just exhausted. Like, I was falling asleep just like kneeling in front of the toilet. Like on my knees, I was just drifting off. And my body was just so exhausted from heaving so much that I just passed out. Like, I put my trash can right up against the bed, and I pretty much slept on the edge. So if I threw up, I figured if I threw up, it'll be on the bed, but at least it'll be in the direction of the trash can. Luckily, I didn't throw up at all while I was sleeping, but I was just so, exhausted is not even the, I don't think it's, well, it probably is the correct word, but I was just, I was just done. So then when I woke up, I was so hungry. The good news is, I was able to eat. Of course, I chose the graham crackers. And I haven't heaved or gagged much all day. Maybe 3 times in total, maybe? I don't even remember. But the bad news is, no more graham crackers. I had that for breakfast, and that's the only thing I've eaten all day, because I just did not, I didn't want to try it. I didn't want to just, I'm starving, don't get me wrong. Okay, not starving, that's kind of overdoing it. I'm really hungry, but I was like, man, it was so bad last night that like my sides, I'm glad I'm not sore today, but I thought I would be, because my sides were just hurting just every time. It's like, not only did I feel it here, but I felt it like all through here. And my body was just so tense afterwards. Just like getting in bed, I felt like, I guess like a stiffened corpse, if that makes sense. I was just like, ugh. So I just decided like I'll wait till tomorrow morning to try it, because I feel like maybe just a day of just not eating anything. I'm still drinking, of course, like that. I have to keep up. I have to put something in my body, right? What could go wrong with water? And even though yesterday I drank a whole cup, I chugged it as fast as I could, because it's helped me before. It backfired, but luckily I could drink water normal and I don't get any fits. But I don't have that much oatmeal anyway. So I figured maybe I could start with the shrimp flavored ramen, and then I guess I could break it in half, and then start small. Those are really good graham crackers, by the way. I'm hoping that when I like finally scavenge the other apartments in my building, that's they have some kind of like saltine crackers are like my favorite. I've always liked them ever since I was a kid. I would always I would always put mustard on them, and I don't know. It filled me up for the time. It's kind of like Lunchables. Like when you were a kid, you were able to eat like what, like two, and like you were fine, right? But now as an adult, like you can eat like I could eat like five of them, as you saw in my Thanksgiving video. So but I feel confident. I gotta stay positive. But I didn't realize something. Now, throughout the day, I stayed in bed because I was just, besides like eating, like I ate at the dining room table because we all know, like crackers and crumbs, they're like granola bars. You bite one and the whole thing just falls on your lap. But I stayed in bed all day, and I didn't realize how quiet it was until I went to my car, because I know what I'm expecting. Static. I don't have any cable, but I'm assuming the TVs are still static. But the internet, social media, still nothing. And I didn't even feel like watching any like YouTube or TikTok videos, because I don't know, I get this feeling that this doesn't make sense. It's like I'm looking in the past, like I'm looking at like archives of what once was. That's not even a phrase. I don't know what once was. Maybe it is. But like I was changing the radio stations in my car, and I noticed that there was nothing. Yeah, there was the wind, okay, but there was no cars, there was no birds. It was just, there was no, I guess you could say, just, there was no ambience, and I was freaked out. Like, as soon as I realized that, I, like, froze, and I kind of locked myself in the car for just a few minutes, because I was just so panicked. And, I'm parked right outside my apartment, and you ever seen those movies, like, when the characters, like, sees something and like it just like goes farther away from them? That's kind of what happened, not to that extent, but I was just like, wow, like that seems far. Like, wow, 10 steps from my car to my apartment door, anything can happen. I was just so like, like I was just so taken aback by that. So like, once I got back inside, I ran straight to the bathroom, because now luckily, as I was getting to, the sounds have come back. It's such a relief. But before that, I ran to the bathroom, and I was in there, for what I assume was like a few hours. And the reason why I did that is because growing up, I was used to we were used to hurricanes. So what we learn, as well as like in in tornado drills is that you go into a room with no windows, and that's usually the bathroom. Like every house and apartment I've lived in, it was always a bathroom. So like, I guess that was just like instinct. And I didn't like fully pass out, but I dozed off in the bathtub, and I was awoken by a sound similar to that, but it sounded like someone turned on the shower upstairs. And let me tell you, I was so grateful. I actually was like, thank God for just noise other than my like refrigerator or AC. You know, I was like, thank goodness. Like I was just it was so weird because I felt weird feeling so relieved that I could hear something else outside my apartment. So then once I came out of the bathroom, like I could hear the, you know, car passing by, sirens, you know. I heard like what I thought was like a dog walker, like with his or her dog. And I was just like, what made me like laugh was that I'm not religious. Like I believe in God, but I don't believe in like what's written about it. But I don't want to get into that, but I just thought it was funny that I was like, thank you, God. Like I didn't pray or anything, but I was just like, yes, okay, just no people around. It'll drive anyone crazy. No animals around, it would drive anyone insane. But no sounds as well. I mean, I'd go off the deep end. So, yeah. Still makes me laugh because I'm just like, I can't be getting used to this already. I know one thing I don't want to hear. I said I don't want to hear that automated voice mail message. That's the first sound. The second sound is the smoke alarm. Like I thought of that today. I was like, cause I was just looking at my like smoke alarm and it just like popped in my head. I was like, oh my God, that's something I'm kind of expecting to just, I don't know. Mine is good. I changed the battery like right at the end of the year of 2021, so I think I'll be good. But other apartments, I swear to God, right? Just, that's the worst. But you know, let's not go to the absolute extreme negative, because we all know, I mean, like, how many YouTube videos have you heard with that in the background and you're just like, you can't even finish the video. Especially when it's like ASMR videos, like why would you not reshoot your video if there's a smoke alarm and the whole point is to like relax? The smoke alarm doesn't make anyone relax. If it goes off, everyone freaks out. When you hear that beep, you're just like, can somebody change that? It's like the car alarm, but at least like that's fine. For some reason, like it doesn't really bother me. But that smoke alarm, I'm not gonna pray, but I'm just gonna hope, keep crossing my fingers, I'll cross my toes, I'll cross my eyes, that I can at least enjoy not hearing any smoke alarms. I feel like I said that wrong. Smoke alarms anytime soon. Sorry, I grew up with 2 speech impediments. I couldn't say my R's correctly. It would sound like correctly, and I had like a moderate stutter. So just every now and again, I mess up words, you know. I guess I don't really have to feel self-conscious about it, but I still do, you know. But I'm just glad I'm not, you know, I'm tired, but It's like that scene, I'm so tired. If you know, you know, right? Oh, well, if I know, I know. Damn.